Top of the afternoon, top of the afternoon, top of the Monday afternoon. It's your boy. We live in the lab, baby. It's Monday, y'all. First off, if you're tapping in, throw a comment up there. Let me know, can you hear me? And can you hear the music? Because I got a question for all of the Trey Lance lovers today, baby. It's time to talk Trey Lance today. It's high noon on Monday, baby. You know the West Coast, the best coast. Let's go. It's time to tap in, baby. We talking Dallas Cowboys today. We're live on 4 different platforms. We're live on Facebook. Take that back, 3. We're doing things a little bit different here. Live on Facebook, we're live on LinkedIn, and on YouTube. Y'all, I'm starting to make my transition to YouTube, baby, because Facebook, yeah, they're going to have to get it together. You know what I mean? Thank you, Domingo. Appreciate you tapping in. He says, yeah, I can hear you. Let me know, can y'all hear the music in the background, baby? You know, I'm just trying to set the tone. I'm trying to set the mood. We're not going to yell and scream at nobody today. We're going to talk Cowboys, but we're going to talk to Trey Lance Lovers specifically. Let's let these notifications go out. Let's let this gym fill up, baby. We in the lab, baby. We in the gym. I got Mel Renfro hanging out with me back there. We're going to talk about him a little bit today on Monday. So if you got a green badge, you already know the deal. Don't tap into the gym unless you got them reps. I need to know you still down with BDG. Let's go. That's right, Nicole. That's what I'm talking about. Maurice is already ready to jump into the convo, y'all. We're going to get to the convo. Let's let these notifications go out, baby. We live in 4 different locations. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. Shout out to where all of the professionals hang out on LinkedIn. A lot of professionals on LinkedIn ain't going to like this. They're going to be on my network saying, man, what's going on with this? This ain't no social media platform. Look, man, there's creators on LinkedIn. We're going to talk about some social media beef. You know, social media beef, it's all over the place, but it's right here in our Cowboy fan base. We're going to talk about that today on LinkedIn. So shout out to all of the professionals over there. And oh, yeah, shout out to One Star One Family, baby. Y'all see the clean hat that's on right now, baby? Shout out to DJ Kai for the merch drop. This show today sponsored by DJ Kai and One Star Family, man. We appreciate that. I got my DJ on with me today, DJ Kai. Let me know, rate me right quick, 1 to 10. How's it going? That's right, Troy Park. I see you right there. That's July's Gym Rat of the Month right there. Gym Rat check. Let's go, Green Badges. Gym Rat check. We're going to talk to these Trey Lance lovers today. Are you still down? That's the question I got for Trey Lance lovers today, because y'all been campaigning hard in my comments. Y'all know it's election year, right? Man, them Trey Lance lovers been campaigning, y'all. I got to talk to y'all today. Let's talk. Are you still down with your guy? What's up, Kelly? We see you tapping in from the East Coast. Appreciate that. If you're tapping in for the first time while these notifications go out, leave me a comment. Let me know where you watch it from. Let's give you a shout out, baby. We want to keep that clear out view going. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're going to talk to Trey Lance. I got some other news to put out today, too. We're going to talk a little bit about Mike Zimmer, a little boots on ground behavior from a different perspective. So, ladies, y'all want to tap in and learn about this, too, as well. I know ladies love to shop. And y'all hear me talk about boots on ground all the time. So, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about some LinkedIn. I got a weekly newsletter for all of the creative types that are over there. So, if you're a creative type on social media, you definitely want to get on LinkedIn and start pushing your brand over there, pushing your thoughts over there, especially with weekly newsletters. So I got my weekly newsletter. We're going to talk about that too as well. So shout out to all the professionals on LinkedIn, but we definitely talking to Trey Lance lovers today, y'all. Not pretty Ricky. Let me just stop there right quick. Hopefully everybody's having a great Monday today. How y'all doing out there? I told y'all we're doing something new in the lab. Yeah, BG got his shades on. I'm on YouTube now. You know, I'm trying to be like the cool kids. Shout out to all the cool kids over there on YouTube. We're going to talk a little bit about Trey Lance today. So if you're on YouTube, tap in and let us know, give us a comment. We want to interact on all 3 different platforms. This is, I think, how I'm going to prefer to go live moving forward. Since Facebook can't fix my stars, y'all, there's no real need for me to use my phone when I go live in the gym anymore, because you know, even though I set up my live streams for stars, they're not working. So y'all let me know, are stars working today? Because I'm going to tell you how you can get a hold of this Mel Renfro jersey this Friday that's hanging up behind me. You know, Mel's hanging out with me. How many of y'all remember Mel Renfro? What up, Prototype? We see you tapping in. Appreciate that. What's up, Jeff, North Carolina in the building? What's up, Esther? We see you, LA, California. I know SoFi Stadium was packed. They had a bunch of tailgates going on with the Cowboy fans out there. Any Cowboy fans tapping in today that was at the tailgates? Let me know. Give me some comments. But we're going to talk about Trey Lance, man. I mean, where have all of the Trey Lance lovers gone, y'all? I know y'all been seeing them disappear on your timelines too, in your comment sections. Every time Trey Lance has been brought up, right? You know, the folks that's been campaigning this election season for Trey Lance to go from QB3 to QB1. Now, first, let me just preface this show. Let me just preface this message today in the gym that BG is not a Trey Lance hater. Definitely not going to hate on anybody that wears a star on their helmet. All of this energy is directed at the fans that's been campaigning for our guy. This is where this comes from. This comes from a place of the heart with BG. This is nothing against Trey Lance. I don't know Trey Lance personally. I didn't get a chance to see him out there at training camp. I did get a chance to see Zeke out there, though. But I don't know Trey Lance personally like that, so I'm not a Trey Lance hater. So let me just preface this. This energy is directed at folks that's been campaigning for Trey Lance to go straight to QB1. I know y'all seen these fans out there, y'all. We got to talk about our own dirty laundry in our fan base before we can get ready for week 1 against the Browns. Shout out to One Star One Family. We're going to talk about how you can get connected with them out in Las Vegas this week. You know, second preseason game, Dallas Cowboys in Las Vegas. We got all of the details. I'm going to show you how you can connect. You can hit the links today and get the tickets and all of that. So stay tuned. Told you this show is brought to you today by One Star One Family. So shout out to One Star One Family if you're tapping in. Florida in the house. I see you, Hugo. Appreciate that tapping in right there. But where have all the Trey Lance lovers gone, y'all? I'm looking for them. I know y'all are looking for them too. I don't see them no more, especially on my comments here on Bill Different Group. This energy, like I said, is for those folks been riding for Trey. But you know, I think I've gotten to the bottom of this, y'all. I think I understand where these Trey Lance lovers are coming from in our fan base. I think we've been knowing who they are to begin with. They just kind of switch hats on us. You know what I mean? But it's Medication Mondays with your boy BG. Like I said, I think I'm going to start going live like this normally in the lab so we can reach all different platforms. We can be more interactive in the comments. And like I said, stars aren't working. So you'll learn more about how you get your hands on Mel Renfro to help support the content. With that being said, you know what I mean? Thank you to our big time Green Bear supporter, RC in Alaska last night with the $100 Cash App donation. We appreciate that. So with that being said, we want to kick that off. We got the Cash App down at the bottom. So if you want to help support the content, you can't give stars on Facebook. I don't know what's going on. I've been contacting them for like 2 months. But we got to keep the show rolling, y'all. The stream must go on. And today we're talking about the Trey Lance lovers. I think the Trey Lance lovers were Dak haters or still are Dak haters. If you agree, do me a favor, just like this video. Do you think that the Dak haters have switched hats and became the Trey Lance lovers now? They've been campaigning because they've gone missing now. Prototype says, all I kept hearing from everyone is that SoFi was hot as hell. Yeah, it was. You got to hydrate out there, baby. You know, you got to drink something. You got to smoke something, fucking with these Cowboys. But y'all got to hydrate, man, especially out there in the heat, man. I was at training camp. It was like 80-something. That sun was, man, y'all see me. I had farmer's tan. That was one of the things I learned at training camp. Bring the sunscreen. It's hot in California. Sean says, I was at SoFi yesterday. He says, and I'm 50 years old, and that was my first NFL game ever. I don't care. It was preseason. Now, congratulations, Sean. That's boots on ground behavior, baby. Big time shout out, baby. I know a lot of fans are creating boundaries with this team this year. They don't want to go to games. They don't want to buy merchandise. They don't want to go to functions. That's cool. You can't force your boundaries on everybody. But I see you out there, Sean. Congratulations on going to your first game. Domingo says, not a hater, just keeping it real. He is not a good fit. You talk about Trey Lance. Well, he definitely is, because shout out to my girl Kelly last night. If you were streaming with us, she broke down why we are going to probably keep 3 quarterbacks according to the new league rules. She shared that in OAT this morning already. Shout out to my girl Kelly. Ladies love football too. We're going to have Kelly back up on here as we get down to this 90-man roster to the 53-man roster. She's going to be joining us. We're going to be talking about players cut, who we think are going to make this roster and whatnot. So if you want to tune in for that, make sure you turn on your notifications. What up, Lee Harrison? I see you, baby. Nicole says you 100% legit. You talking about the Dak haters have now become Trey Lance lovers? Is that what it is? They switched hats. You know they move the goalposts. Well, you know our own fan base is the best at moving the goalposts, right? If you agree that our fan base is the best at moving the goalposts, just like this video for me right now. Let me know you in the gym. We got over 30 folks on this live right now. We are talking Trey Lance lovers today. I wasn't impressed yesterday. You know, I just told my son before the game started, Bryce, yesterday. I told him, I said, man, I hope Trey Lance burns it up for these 2 preseason games. I hope he balls out like has, you know what I mean, Ben DiNucci type games. You know what I mean? Something like that, right? It was a backup there was always balling out. No, who was that guy that we got rid of last year? What was his name? With the beard. Yeah, ball like him, right? I hope he tears up these 2 preseason games. You know why? Because I know my owner loves a quarterback controversy. Jersey Mike in the building, baby. We see you. 2023 Gym Rat of the Year, man. Hope you had a good weekend. I know you and the missus was hanging out. Happy birthday. You know, that's a Cowboys couple over there. Appreciate you tapping into the gym, Jersey Mike. Domingo says, my 19th month as a green badge. Keep pushing, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Without the green badges, this type of content doesn't happen, y'all. We are fully up to speed here in the lab, like I'm saying, 3 different platforms, 4 different locations. I believe this is how we're going to start doing business. I can't get hung up on the fact Facebook won't fix my stars for me. We got to keep the show rolling. And like I said, we're streaming live on YouTube also because I'm trying to support, you know, put some more content over there on YouTube for all the subs that are over there. So shout out to over the 8,000 subs over there on YouTube tapping in. We're trying to put some more content over there because I think maybe this season I might have to make that crossover from Facebook to YouTube. But I talk a lot about that in my LinkedIn weekly newsletter. We're going to get to that in just a second. Let's get to some news. Talking about my guy. He said he went to his first boots on ground game. Ladies, are you paying attention? I know the ladies out there are paying attention. Luchets to become. Let me know if I'm saying that right, because I'm not too familiar with boots. Because, you know, BG don't own no boots. I'm boots on ground, but I own no boots. I used to wear steel toe boots in the Navy, but Luchets to become official bootmaker for Dallas Cowboys. Y'all see that, baby, as we talk about boots on ground behavior? How many of y'all knew about this official boot line? You know, they only been supplying the cheerleaders, you know, America's sweethearts with their boots for a number of years. Yeah, I know that it's hot out there too in Florida, Domingo. I know you're always giving me a weather report, baby. You got to stay hydrated. Sarah says, you mean Romo lovers turned into Lance lovers? No, Romo lovers turned into Dak haters, and now Dak haters have turned into Trey Lance lovers. Man, we got the most toxic fan base. If you agree we got the most toxic fan base, do me a favor, just like this video. You know, I like a little toxicity too. You know, I got my own toxic traits. You know what I mean? But you got to have them boundaries, baby. You got to have them coping mechanisms. You know, you can't have this toxic behavior everywhere. But I'm with you, Sarah. I think I know exactly. Romo lovers turn into Lance lovers. Now, Romo lovers turn into Dak haters first. Now they the Lance lovers. Just don't forget the Dak hater part out of there. But, I mean, let's look at the stats here. Somebody threw them up. Thank you, Melvin. He says, I wasn't impressed with Trey. He was 25 for 41, 188 yard stats for a true bench warmer. Look, I just got this question. Thank you. Great context right there, Melvin. Appreciate you tapping in right there. Great segue too as well. I got one question for the show today because I asked it on the page and nobody has given me a number. I just heard nothing but excuses in my comments for Trey Lance lovers today. I need a number. I need a number from Trey Lance lovers. How many red zone trips for Trey in the preseason game yesterday? I'll put that boots on ground link so y'all can check it out. So the Luchess bootmaker, official boot line, about to drop some boots. I know all the ladies are going to get out there. I know some guys that wear some boots. They're going to be out there purchasing them too. The nice little designer NFL officially licensed Dallas Cowboy boots. Yeah, giving new meaning to the boots on ground concept, right? But I want to know, for the Trey Lance lovers, are you still down, baby? How many red zone trips did Trey get yesterday? I hear a bunch of moving the goalpost comments, a bunch of excuses, but I don't see no numbers. I want to know, Trey Lance lovers, y'all seen to know Dak Prescott steps up and down the stat book, backward, forward, sideways, front, back, side to side, all that. Trey says, let's see him with first string talent and then compare it. Dude, my guy, he was with second and third stringers. Like if he was out there with first stringers, my guy, I don't think Trey, I think Trey is out maybe after a series or two. You know, McCarthy gonna be over there like this, calling for a replacement like they do in baseball, like calling for the lefty, like we got to get Trey out of here. Not with the ones, man. He couldn't even get it done with the twos and the threes. And I got a question for you, Trey. How many red zone trips did Trey have yesterday? Cody said, it's just preseason, dude. Calm the fuck down. What the fuck? No. Same energy with Dak Prescott, y'all. Y'all keep that same energy with Dak Prescott, baby. Y'all keep that same Dak Prescott energy. Yeah, it's preseason. But like I said, this is directed at them Lance lovers because we got a goofy section in our fan base that seems to think you can go from QB3 to QB1 just like that. Cody said, fuck yeah, I'm still down. He did good yesterday. Tell me how many red zone trips did he have yesterday, Cody? Let's add some context and take the emotion out of the equation. Donnell says, he not on Dak level. He not even on Cooper Rush level. I mean, Cooper Rush came in and dropped the bomb real quick. He just had to remind everybody that, hey, he got a CDL license. He can drive the bus 4-1 in Dak's absence when he went down. Trey says Romo was overrated and way overrated. I believe he had 5 red zone trips, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say at least 4. Can we confirm that? All these Lance lovers that were Dak haters, now Lance lovers, y'all don't know Trey's stats from yesterday? Y'all don't know how many red zone trips? Because I tell you what, as soon as the Dallas Cowboy game go off and Dak Prescott is in a situation like that, everybody know all the stats, front, back, side to side. Kelly tapping in for the ladies. I see you, Kelly. She says, my general question has yet to be answered. Who do we really blame for the ongoing red zone issues? Yeah, I just want to know how many times did Trey get to the red zone yesterday? That's all I want to know. And this is for the Trey Lance lovers. Like, we can't go get ready for week 1 in Cleveland against Defensive Player of the Year and Myles Garrett if we can't take care of our own fan base. Hey, Daniel, how you doing? Appreciate you tapping in on YouTube. Thank you. Make sure you like this video and share this video too as well. We'll help the algorithm over there on YouTube. We're also live on LinkedIn. Appreciate everybody tapping in. Yeah, this energy is at Trey Lance lovers. And like I said, I don't hate Trey Lance. I don't have no hateful bone in my body for anybody or anything. Donnell Johnson said he had 4. Can we confirm that? Can we get I concur. In the gym today as we get these reps. Now, come on, Green Badgers, you in the gym. I need y'all to demonstrate right now as we get into this content. Let's go. Raise the bar. Y'all know when y'all hear me say raise the bar, come on, Facebook, Green Badge supporters. We got 83 supporters on the books. We're in the preseason. We get ready to cut this 53-man roster down from 90. Your support matters. Let's raise the content. Let's raise the platform. Let's raise the network this season. Cody says he used his legs and he did some good throws. I mean, yeah, he had 44 rushing yards, but I mean, let's talk red zone trips. Because y'all know if this was Dak Prescott and he had 4 or 5 red zone trips and we had to rely on Brandon Butter every time. Come on, man. I know somebody out there is understanding what I'm saying. Jersey Mike tapping in says, where did Trey do good yesterday? I'll wait. Only thing I can see, he had 40 yards rushing. Maybe that came off with 1 or 2 plays, I think. Most of them yards, right? We had that one long run. And it's not about bashing Trey Lance. It's not about bashing his performance. This is about You know, these Trey Lance lovers, y'all. Y'all be campaigning. This election season got y'all so goofy. Y'all over here campaigning for the wrong guy on your team. Matt Snyder with the Green Bears tapping in says, I think the problem here is that most Cowboy fans think it's just easy to win Super Bowls. Hello. We only got 5 active quarterbacks in the league or on the bench right now that have won a Super Bowl. I mean, it was 6, but Nick Foles just retired, right? Let's not pretend like it wasn't the defense that failed us against the Packers. Look, we ain't going to go bring up no old shit. We talking about yesterday's game, but you're right. I'm with you there 100%, Matt. I like what you're thinking, but let's keep it specific. I don't want to get distracted because that's what these Trey Lance lovers want us to do. They want us to forget the fact that they had this energy that they thought Trey Lance was just going to skip that all the way to Dak Prescott. Trey says, but my question is this: what does play calling look like, Trey Lance? Are they calling plays they would call if Dak was really in the game? Look, man, if you listen to Mike McCarthy's interview on Sirius XM Radio, like I did after the game, he was talking about that this practice essentially was their last install day. So everybody knows coming to preseason, especially game 1, everything's pretty vanilla. But I'm saying 4 red zone trips, we could manage to score a touchdown. Trey Lance lovers, y'all got some explaining to do. I get you, Clint. I get you. I understand this is preseason. I understand what preseason is about. It's about taking 90 men on a roster, trying to make a job and get it down to 53. You know, the league is getting ready to go to 18 games. We've already seen the league go to 17 games. We lost a preseason game. You're seeing more injuries now. We're getting ready to go to an 18-game season. You're probably not going to see preseason anymore. When is it going to be time, like my girl Kelly said, to submit your resume and get 3 auditions, to get 3 interviews to try to get a job? This is where folks are trying to get a job, especially Trey Lance. But the way Trey's been performing, because I was at training camp for 2 days and I seen Trey, I wasn't impressed. He continues to overthrow people in and out of the game. I'm with you, Maurice. I'm with you, but we got to take care of our own dirty laundry first. You know, everybody wants to go for, you know, the clickbait titles. They want to do this. They want to talk about that. But no, let's take care of our own first. It's the beginning of a brand new season, y'all. And we got to clean up the house with these Trey Lance lovers, y'all, because I think y'all low-key was Dak haters. Y'all just switch hats on us. Miss Fanatics tapping in with the green bed says, some of these comments are going to make my head explode. I'll keep it civil. This isn't my life. No, see, that's the thing is Cowboy fans don't know how to take the emotion out of it. Once you learn how to take the emotion out of the equation, it gets a little easier to read, to digest, and understand, because I see them in my comments all day long. James Bader with the Green Bears tapping in says, I've always said Trey Lance isn't that guy. Well, I'm not saying he's not. I'm saying he's not going to go from QB3 to QB1 in 2 preseason games. Everybody else is saying, give him more time. He's a project. Let him develop. Well, why didn't San Francisco do that? Can we just start there before we even get to QB3 to QB1? Like, due diligence. Goofies, we talk about that all the time. Do your due diligence. Kelly tapping in says he had 4 or 5 attempts in the red zone. That's when Mike should have went to the run ball. I agree. I mean, we're down on the 1-yard line. They go to a pass play. I understand. Yeah, that's play calling, but it's an install. It's still preseason. It's still technically practice. I mean, like Allen Iverson said, we talk about practice. You just tapping in for the first time. We live in the gym today. We're doing something different, baby. We're live on BDG. We're live on LinkedIn. We're live on YouTube too as well. If you're tapping in for the first time on any of those platforms, give us a comment and let us know where you're tapping in from. We're talking about Trey Lance lovers. I think low-key have transitioned, or they switched caps on us to becoming from Dak haters to Trey Lance lovers. I'm with you, prototype. John Sullivan said, we had plenty of opportunities to win that game, but it wasn't about Trey Lance was given the opportunity to try and win it, and he couldn't do it. I mean, the defense, I mean, they came up short at the end of the game, right? I mean, they let, oh, boy, just sidearm it in for the touchdown, right? Who was the defensive back on that play? Does anybody know? Trey says, at least Trey has room for improvement. Dak is who he is and is going to be who he's been. We can either ride with Dak or get yearly disappointments or try something. Look, man, just because we up against the salary cap and just because y'all are tired of Dak Prescott going 12-5, I mean, the Cowboys have made playoffs 3 times in a row in I don't know how many years. When's the last time we done that? You know, Cowboy fans had this thing that I like to call Cowboys fucking privilege. That's right, I said it. Cowboys privilege. George Mike says, I got to stay hydrated due to Jerry Jones and his mouth, man. I'm telling you, yeah, one day he's saying this, the next day he's saying that. Sylvia tapping in for the ladies. I see you over there. She says, nothing against Trey, but close to being a bust to me. I won't even say that. Like, I mean, Jerry got him for some reason. I mean, Jerry gave up a 4th-round pick for some reason. I mean, we're going to find out real soon. Like, I wasn't impressed game 1. I wasn't impressed when I seen him down there at training camp. I've been trying to give Trey Lance Lovers the benefit of the doubt. Like I told y'all before the game yesterday, I told my son Bryce, I said, I hope Trey Lance burns it up. I hope he throws for like 4 touchdowns. Because y'all know, and I know Jerry, our owner, he loves a quarterback controversy, right? Silly says, nothing against Trey, but he close to being a bust to me. Yeah, we don't know that. I mean, he going to be QB3. I mean, if y'all was tapping in last night after the pregame, the recap, or the postgame recap with Kelly, shout out my girl Kelly. She live with us right now. She broke down the whole QB3, emergency QB3, the 54th spot on the roster did. She posted the link already in OAT. A lot of folks don't even understand what's going on with the game. Thank you for doing the due diligence over there for us, Kelly, and keeping us abreast, all of that. You know, I told y'all I love hanging out with smart ladies and love them boys. Trey Adams says, I don't want to just make it. I'm tired of making it too. But damn, first we got to make it. First we got to win the division. Now everybody just discounts winning the division. Like, you know, there have been a back-to-back division repeat winner in this division. I don't know, what are we going on, 21? Is it 21 years now? Or is it 20? I know the fact checkers in my comments are going to keep me honest. Cowboy privilege, man. Cowboy privilege. Jim Rat of the month for last month tapping in right now. Says the people that want Lance don't remember the years after Aikman. Thank you. How many of y'all remember Brandon Weeden? Y'all know BG loves some weed, baby. How about Brandon Weeden? Let's just start there. Trey says, I grew up winning by any means. That was the Cowboys I grew up with, so my standards are high. Yeah, they are. But you better be careful what you ask for, Cowboy fans, because one day Jerry Jones won't be in charge of this circus that we're in. And, you know, Steven, you know, Cat Boy, as we talk about haters switching them caps, baby, you know, Cat Boy, Steven Jones, I mean, he's going to be a Lord. Jesus going to have to take the wheel, but Steven going to have the wheel. Y'all better be careful what you ask for. We could have a quarterback that couldn't get us to a postseason. Because what I seen from Trey Lance yesterday, if he was QB1, we ain't getting out the division, y'all. If y'all agree, even if Trey Lance plays with the ones, QB1, he plays with the ones all season, we wouldn't win the division back to back. Can you just like this video if you agree with me? Exactly, Mike. Bro, only one team can win out of 32 every year. Tell these Trey Lance lovers that. Tell these fans in our fan base that only understand there's 5 quarterbacks in this league that currently got a ring out of 32. Like, y'all just think quarterbacks that win Super Bowls grow on trees. As we talk about Brandon Weeden. Now, come on down. Don't do Q like that. I'm friends with Q. Q, a recovering alcoholic. Q over there doing great things with his nonprofit. Q out there teaching kids how to game of football in the city of Austin, Texas. So I got love for Q out there. Keep doing what you Q. But, yeah, we know Q was put in a bad predicament. Park Ranger, I see you, baby. Speaking of LinkedIn, great segue because I want to bring up that link for LinkedIn right quick. So shout out to all my creators. If you're a creative type, social media influencer, content creator, you know what I mean? If you're on LinkedIn, if you're not on LinkedIn, you need to get on there. But you can do what's called a weekly newsletter over there on LinkedIn. Share your thoughts, ideas, add to your professional network, add value over there. Let everybody know what you got going on. So I talk specifically about social media, different strategies and things like that I use. And as y'all know, I took my trip down to Oxnard. I had a plan in place. And shout out to my guy, Park Ranger, because he's part of the story, y'all. He's part of the story that's here. He says, it's our year till it's not. It's a team game. You're right, man. For every hater tapping in, no, say the line. Say the line. Is it your year? You fucking right. It's our year. It's our year every year until it ain't. And I'm sad for you if you go into your season every year as one of the fans from the other 31, not believing your team can win. Talking about, I'm a realist, man. I'm a realist. I don't believe my team can win. I'm just a realist. I'm not going to say that. Man, look, it's our year every year till it ain't. I see you, Park Ranger. But yeah, why I chose to create social media beef with Dallas Cowboy fans is we talk about beef, right? Whataburger or In-N-Out for everybody tapping in right now. Let's just sit the conversation. We're going to get off the Trey Lance Lovers. Since they don't want to report, I need to know if you're listening right now, tap in. I need to know, is it Whataburger or In-N-Out for you? That's what's up. Appreciate that, Park Ranger on LinkedIn. He's a real Park Ranger, y'all. Well, almost. But anyway, he works down at National Park Services, baby. Kings Canyon National Park. I see you, Green Bay supporter, boost on ground behavior. That's my dude right there. Make sure you share that weekly newsletter to your network over there, Park Ranger. We gave you a quick mention in there, baby. Troy Park coming in with Whataburger. I need to know if you tapping in, baby. Whataburger or In-N-Out, man. It's a burger war, y'all, in case you didn't know. James Beatty, man, I feel sorry for you. What are you eating? McDonald's? Burger King? Sonic? What you got? Where you at, James? Mike Rock tapping in over there. He's doing two-a-days. Look at him. He on Facebook and YouTube. He says, I seen somebody was stealing this In-N-Out in the Whataburger thing. You're doing some Cowboys group. I'm not going to mention their name, though. Yeah, I'm not surprised. You know what I mean? It's a fucking copycat league. Not everybody could be built different originally. You know what I mean? Shout out to the original 88. Y'all, that's my guy. But yeah, if you're on LinkedIn, man, you definitely want to go check out my weekly newsletter. I talk about my strategy going into training camp for these questions I have for players. I got to ask 5 different players. Ezekiel Elliott was one of them. You can check out the story on LinkedIn over there. I've got the video embedded down there on YouTube too as well. So special shout out to all my Green Bay supporters supporting the content. Without y'all, this type of content wouldn't happen. But yeah, I want to know if it's In-N-Out or Whataburger for y'all. We're going to get off these Trey Lance Lovers right now. Or if you got questions, you can throw them up there. We know Trey Lance Lovers not going to report. I know one thing. If Trey Lance threw 4 touchdowns yesterday and had a good game and got 40 or 50 yards on the ground, I know they would be all in my comments right now. John Sullivan says, Whataburger is the bomb. I'm team Whataburger too, man, but out here on the West Coast, they don't have Whataburgers out here. You know, that's fine. That's what my family used to call fine dining, man. Whenever you got Whataburger, that was like fine dining. Jane says, we do have a Sonic. We do. Okay. I see. That's a healthy alternative as opposed to Whataburger. But yeah, you know, I had to stop and grab some content because my questions for the players was Whataburger or In-N-Out, just like I asked y'all here. We got 3 In-N-Out. We got 2 Whataburger. So if you tap in over there on YouTube or one of the platforms you follow me on, you can already see it. I posted on Facebook here a couple of days ago. So special shout out to everybody engaging on that. Make sure y'all comment on it and let me know if it's Whataburger or In-N-Out. Because I got beef, man. I got beef with Trey Lance Lovers, man. Because I low-key think they went from being Dak haters. They switch hats. Now they Trey Lance Lovers, and y'all gone missing. But I know if he had 4 touchdowns yesterday and we would have won that game, man. It was a Trey Lance. And that's what I was looking for, y'all. I told my son, I said I wanted him to have a great game. Like I told you, I don't have any hate in my heart for Trey Lance. Like I literally, I wanted Trey to have a great game, man, because I wanted this quarterback controversy thing to go up, especially now that I was wrong about both Dak and CD not getting their deals before the first preseason game. John Sullivan says, below average game, but at least he had no turnovers. Coming from a Lance supporter. I hear you. Everybody's talking about that now. Everybody's talking about they want to divert that to, well, at least he didn't have no interceptions. Well, at least Dak didn't lead the league in interceptions last season. You know, like he did 2 years ago. Park Ranger says, thank you. In and out. Never had Whataburger, but I'm West Coast. I feel you, man. You know, I know it's a divided thing, especially among our fan base. But I had to stop and give me some In and Out, y'all. And I had to eat it up. But I mean, for the sake of content, because, you know, it was a prop. But you can check out that video, man. It's less than a minute. Doesn't take that much of your time. And if you like Whataburger or In and Out, go over there and check it out. You can find out what Zeke likes. You can find out what Princeton Fant likes. You can find out what Hunter Lipke likes. You can find out what Kalen Carson likes. Kalen Carson, low-key, having a good camp. And he had a good preseason game yesterday, I think. I like Kalen Carson. He's little, but he brings a lot of energy. You know what I mean? And then lastly, I think we had Big John Stevens over there. John Stevens had a couple catches out there yesterday, too. It's good to see him back out there. That guy's big, y'all. He's like 6'3", 200-some pounds. Yeah, Big John Stevens, he said he's from the South. You can guess what kind of burger he likes. Great segue. Thank you, Troy Park, for all my green badges tapping in. We still need four more teams for our fantasy football league. That's our BDG supporter league. Yes, money involved. But yeah, Troy says, did you check out that app? No, I haven't checked out the Sleeper app, but I'm going to get into it because y'all know I'm going to be coming back on my picks. Week 1, I got the whole season schedules already made out. So if you need a whole pre-made out schedule of all of the games, the times, the dates, and all of that, you want to run a pick'em league, I already got that work for you, baby. Hit me with a DM. I've already created all of my pick'ems for the whole year. I haven't picked them, actually. I've got the blank sheets, so you can use those too. We're going to do that electronically like we did here, so I'll post them each week on the timeline, and then y'all can keep up too as well. But I will only be posting what I predict before the games each week in the supporter group. So if you want to get early access to that, last season I think I was at 68%. No, 72%. That's right, baby. 7 out of 10 every week. 72% last year. So we're going to see if we can drive that up this year. But no, I haven't checked out that fantasy football sleeper app. Hell, that might take out all the work I need to get done. Let me know, Troy. James says, I really want to try both of them here. Everyone on here talking about both In and Out Whataburger. Yeah, it's like a full-on war in our fan base, y'all. Yeah. You know, it's Team Whataburger, Team In and Out, man. And like I'm Team Whataburger, man, but they're the furthest Whataburger out west, in case you did not know, is Las Vegas. They just opened one in Las Vegas in the Waldorf Astoria there. Me and Park Rangers tapping in right now. We was going to go over there and get it. They just opened Super Bowl weekend. You know, my guy Park Ranger, now, like I said, he was part of that story on LinkedIn. We was going to go get us a burger, but it was too cold, and I wasn't going to wait about an hour and a half outside in the cold in Vegas for Whataburger. It just went in. I went back to the hotel at Excalibur, and I got Fat Burger. You know, BG likes some beef, baby. Trey says, is Zeke going to be Zeke this year? I mean, Zeke going to be the Zeke we need him to be. We don't need him to be 2016 Zeke, y'all. We just need Zeke to get good downs, short yardage situations, down and around the red zone, right, where we couldn't manage to score yesterday with Trey. Now, I know it was a pass play down there. Y'all come talking about play calling. I get it. But with 4 or 5 trips in the red zone, Trey Lance Lovers, and after that, I'm going to leave y'all alone. Like, look, y'all got some explaining to do. Hopefully he has a great game this next week against Las Vegas, and that's a great segue, too. We're going to get to that so y'all can learn how to connect with Cowboy fans over there this weekend. If you're out in Vegas, if you plan on going to Vegas for the game, this is one of the unique value propositions of our community here, is you get to connect with other Cowboy fans off of social media. That's what we've been doing here at BDG since 2016. So when you visit the page over here, you just scroll down, you go to the featured section. As you scroll over here, I like to change these up. These are always different. I like to keep them fresh with everything that's good in case you don't catch our content in the algorithm. Just know I'm hard at work pinning up posts up here that you need to know about, like this BDG Inside channel. It's a one-way direct messaging communication. And as you see my guy DJ Kai right there with his One Star One Family cap on, just like I got, baby. Shout out to Kai. These are some tight hats, man. If you get a chance to buy one of these DJ Kai hats, tell them BG sent you. But here's how to connect with Cowboy fans in Las Vegas, right here. That video that's right there. So if you're on Facebook, sorry, this is not on YouTube, this is not on LinkedIn. If you're on Facebook, you can come over there, follow the page. This is free. for anybody. We got over 400 folks in here. You can't chat. It's just one way. All I do is post links in there on how you can connect with Cowboy fans. As you see, we had the Unity tailgate for Vegas there. We had the information up for the tailgate that was in LA too as well, right here. So shout out to all of them Cowboy fans that was boots on ground yesterday. I seen the hard hitters out there. I seen DJ Kai, One Star One Family, SCDCFC was out there. You know, all of the fam. That is what they call AT&T West out there anyway. So make sure you go over there on Facebook and join the Inside channel. So that way you can learn how to connect with fans. I mean, that's our unique value proposition here is a page. Let's get to some other Cowboy news so we can wrap this up. We appreciate everybody tapping in. We've been live about 40 minutes. It's a little bit longer than usual, but we had a lot to talk about here today. So let's get into some more news. Did y'all see what DeMarvion Overshown had to say about Mike Zimmer's coaching style? Anybody catch that? Anybody catch that like Dez? Yeah, it was a catch. Dallas Cowboys players blown away by Mike Zimmer's play calling style. Did anybody pick that up? Has anybody seen any scrolling action this morning today on that? Y'all see what DeMarvion had to say? You know, Big Demo. Shout out to Big Demo, University of Texas Longhorn product right there. Demo, remember that name, DeMarvion Overshown, linebacker, right? He's talking about Mike Zimmer's coaching down on the sidelines. Now, y'all remember Dan Quinn used to coach up in the skybox, right? Dan Quinn be sky. Shout out to Goody Mob out there. ATL, peace up, A-Town down. You know, he was sky high. Now we got Mike Zimmer, baby. Boots on ground, as we talked about Lou Chess and that deal. See how we tie everything together here for you? Yeah, boots on ground. Like Mike Zimmer is in players' faces. And here is what DeMarvion Overshown had to say about his play calling style. DeMarvion Overshown said one thing that really blew his mind was when he was on the sideline, the number of times Mike Zimmer wouldn't look at his play sheet at all, calling the plays based upon what he saw in real time. Shout out to Al Harris and the DBs yesterday. Yeah, it is kind of embarrassing when you get 4 takeaways and you can't score no touchdowns with 4 red zone trips to the end zone. But 4 INTs later, y'all. How do y'all feel about that now with Mike Zimmer down on the sideline versus Dan Quinn up in the skybox as we move to close out the content here? I'm looking for your questions. Or looking for your answers today. So y'all tap in. Let me know. How do y'all feel about Demo talking about Mike Zimmer's coaching style? I'll take this link and I'll place it in the comments so that way y'all can check it out in full context if you'd like. Shout out to all the green badges. Y'all know I go to work for y'all. That link is now. So how do y'all feel about Demo's comments on Mike Zimmer? I love it, man. I tell you, when I was at training camp and I seen Demo out there working, look, Demo is put on, like he went from little Demo to big Demo, like no cap. Yeah, he built different now. That boy got some meat on him. And I know y'all seen him flash out of that linebacker spot yesterday, make that tackle for loss. But he straight up said Mike Zimmer is just calling the plays based on what he sees coming out of the huddle of the offense. I like that. That's a good sign, y'all. That's a good sign because you wouldn't have seen that typically, especially. We wouldn't get that kind of feedback, especially with a guy up in the box. We're using ESPN Fantasy. I'm running 3 leagues. I got my diversity league that's already filled. We still need 4 more BDG supporters. That's in the exclusive supporter group. So if you'd like to do that with us, make sure you hit that white badge down at the bottom of this. Get you a green badge like my guy Jersey Mike. You can compete for Gym Rat of the Year, win prizes. I'm going to tell y'all how to win this cash app raffle here with Mel Renfro real quick. But, yeah, we're using ESPN app. So 4 more on the green badge app. So get you a green badge. Get in the group over there. We still need 4 more teams to close out this fantasy football league for the supporter league. And then I'm going to run a top fan league out here on BDG. So top, Russell, if you got a top fan badge, you will be able to play. It'll be first come, first serve. So I'll be posting that link probably in the next couple of days. Look for that. And that'll probably be after we fill up the BDG supporter league. But great question. Thank you, Mike, over there on YouTube. Still Savage says, bad play calling to me. We talked about that. It's still preseason install. It's a practice install. Like Mike McCarthy said, it was the last day of installs. So, yeah, we're going to see some very vanilla play calling. Pretty much all the same shit all game, right? He says, run the damn ball, opens up the passing game. They need to stop being pass happy. Look, man, we're in the preseason. I mean, he's out there with 2s and 3s. You know, for all the folks who are advocating saying, you know, if he would have ran with the 1s, he probably would have got a different result. I disagree. That's a hard pass for me, dog. Will, I see you, baby, in and out all day, man. If you're tapping in after the fact today, when you watch this, make sure you use hashtag replay. And if you don't catch anything from this show, I need to know. I need you to leave me a comment. Is it Whataburger or In-N-Out? Team Whataburger or In-N-Out? I need to know. Kelly says, I need to schedule all 4 of mine all-female fantasy football drafts. Thanks for reminding me. Appreciate that. Shout out to Kelly. She's got her own groups over there. So, ladies, y'all want to play fantasy football among other ladies, get with my girl Kelly over there. Troy says, me and Nicole Craig are in a league on the sleeper. Okay, that's cool. All right, I see Nicole. She over there jumping in. I think it's your first year, right? Shout out to the ladies. Appreciate that. Bobby says, you need a running back to establish a run game. Cowboys have no running back threat. Man, we got running back by committee. There's a reason why the Cowboys didn't draft a running back. There's a reason why we didn't go get a King Henry. There's a reason why they never even called that cat. Trey says, is there CD trade in the works? No trade in the works. My sources, which are your sources, according, we'll probably see CD week 1 in Cleveland. At some point, he's going to get a deal, which means we'll see CD week 1 in Cleveland. Now, Dak, on the other hand, that's going to be a great question because I told you I thought both CD and Dak would have paydays, extensions done by the first preseason game. Typically, the behavior we've seen with Jerry Jones that I've seen and watched his behavior on how he deals with this types of situations in the past. See, all this type of stuff I talked about over on LinkedIn. So if you're on LinkedIn and the creator, you come over there and understand the bizarre mind of BG. But no CD trade in the works, you know, Jerry's in uncharted territory now. We got 2 guys. We got 1 guy holding out. We got 1 guy. If he gets hurt, he's not going to get any deal from nobody. And then it's going to be Trey Lance for real. We really going to find out for Trey Lance lovers. But until then, the drama is going to continue. I know that's just how our owner loves it. He loves the quarterback controversy. And that's why I was telling y'all, I hope Trey Lance would ball out in the preseason game. Shout out to Joe in Italy, baby. We see you tapping in over there. But, man, we almost been live an hour here. I appreciate everybody tapping in today. Like I said, I want to do this, especially on Mondays. Seems that Mondays at noon kind of fit my schedule. So Medication Mondays, I don't know what we're going to call it. But today I wanted to give Trey Lance lovers a little bit of dose of their own medicine. Yeah, but I don't see them, man. Like somebody said on the live last night, I think all of the Trey Lance lovers have fell off in the bush like a Homer Simpson meme. Pun intended. Michael says he needs more reps. He has that let's set up good arm, man. He had 4 reps in the red zone, my guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, Eric, get a little sus over there. He says Trey Lance needs to work on his accuracy. Still booty cheeks. Well, I mean, I seen him overthrowing folks at camp. I wasn't surprised at all. I had seen him throwing like that in camp, especially in the accuracy drills, especially when he was on the field with the 2s, driving down the field where he didn't score a touchdown while I was there on the drive either. So he's really scoreless in the red zone for both me on TV and boots on ground. Shout out to Thomas right there, baby. I see you. Jim Rat of the Month right there for February. He says, never been to Texas, so in and out for me, but would love to try Whataburger. I see you. I know you out there on that West Coast. I know you've been in and out. But that's been the show here today. I wanted to come to y'all brand new. We've been live on 3 platforms today. We talked a little bit about Trey Lance's performance or lack thereof. We talked about some social media beef. I told y'all about the Luchess boots that are in the works. Y'all know they've been supplying the America's Sweethearts with those boots for quite some time now. You're coming out with a full line of certified Dallas Cowboy branded boots of your thing, like it's my thing. I might just have to buy me some boots, you know what I mean? some of them Cowboy boots. Maybe if they come out with a salute to service style or green style. So Cowboys, if you're listening. But we also talked about Demo's reactions to Mike Zimmer's play call. And like I told y'all, I am giving Mike Zimmer the benefit of the doubt, especially with Mozzie. I've seen nothing but some good reports coming out of what folks have seen that were looking at the Mozzie tape. So I told y'all the three things going in was going to be Trey, Mozzie, and special teams. We didn't really see much, but Brandon Aubrey pretty much being butter like normal. Congratulations to Brandon Aubrey. Y'all know the news, if you've seen him leaving the stadium directly after that, he had to go to the hospital. Him and the missus was having a little baby stick of butter. You know what I mean? Shout out to Brandon Butter out there, baby. But yeah, we seen Brandon Butter. I'm hoping maybe with this new kickoff rule, we're going to see some run backs, but that's going to be up to Kevontae Turpin. So we're not going to see any Kevontae Turpin, I believe, in the preseason. So maybe we'll have to look at that during week 1. But I wasn't impressed with Trey. And like I said, opening up, I'm not a Trey hater. This energy is directed at Trey Lance Lovers. That is a goofy section in our fan base that we need to straighten up before we get into week 1, that y'all need to understand. You can't go from QB3 to QB1. And we'll take a look at what Trey does next week. But like I said, coming in, I hope he was going to burn up preseason between both the games. I actually wanted Trey to do outstanding. I wanted this quarterback controversy discussion to go up because that's what keeps the clicks and the views coming. If you know what I mean. But special shout out to all of the Green Badges tapping in here today. This show was brought to you by you. How can you get down with Mel Renfro before we get out of here? It's going to be a Cash App raffle going on in OAT. Yep, it'll be a Cash App raffle going down in OAT this Friday. The post will go down, so you're getting noticed. Every Friday, I got 3 jerseys to do for Cash App raffles because stars are not working on Facebook. So if you really like the content, you can send a Cash App right now. It's streaming down below. Send me a Cash App donation. We appreciate that. We know you can't send stars, so see Facebook. We got to do a workaround, baby. We got to get creative. But I got 3 jerseys to get away. So I got a Mel Renfro. We got a Bob Lilly, and I've got a Drew Pearson, original 88. That's going to be the last jersey that we do for the month. We got Mel Renfro right here. So the Cash App, that'll drop on Friday and OAT. There'll be more pictures. I'm going to do some content, post this so y'all can see it. But if you like the content, you want to support, Cash App is the way to go. Send it right there so it's easier for me to track. But for fantasy football, all of our supporters, you know what I mean? We do Venmo, Zelle, all that good stuff over there. So make sure Green Badges, y'all get in over there and check it out. But that Mel Renfro jersey will be dropping on Friday in OAT exclusively. So you got to be a member of our group. So you're getting heads up. We appreciate all the support today. Thank you if you liked, commented, or shared on this video, especially on any of the other platforms like LinkedIn and on YouTube. And make sure if you're on LinkedIn, check out my weekly newsletter, Next Level Game. Because this is how you create social media, baby, and take it to the next level. And I'm BG the Cowboys Unifier, baby. I appreciate y'all tapping into the gym today. This has been a message for the Trey Lance lovers. Y'all got some more explaining to do. We'll see y'all on the next episode.